My name is Christal Nel Overmeyer. I'm 29 years old and I'm from Ocean View. Growing up, my grandmother raised me. I wasn't really a family person, so grandma was my place to be, and I was always in my room just reading books or listening to music. Speaking from mom and dad, things weren't always hunky-dory at home. My father was he was very helpful in our community, and he was always trying to help out others, but in the household things weren't as sunshine and roses as people would think. I'm sure a lot could relate when mom and dad have been fighting and things weren't always like going good at home, or there wasn't always something to eat. But people would always think, because my dad built this wonderful house for my parents and for us, that things were going good at home and we were living the lavish lifestyle, which wasn't always like that. So my understanding of abuse would be, once you're in a situation like at the plot thickens, you'll be in a relationship where he'll start by abusing you verbally. You'll accept it. It will hurt you, but you'll accept it. Then it will start maybe with just a little bit of emotional abuse. You'll accept it once again. He'll slap you around a little bit and you'll leave him and you'll just apologize and you'll take him back. But it doesn't stop there. It gets to a point where you'll literally threaten your life. But because you love that person so much, you'll allow it, and at the end of the day you'll think it's normal to live like this, which isn't. I've seen so many young women go through this and just accepting this and not loving themselves enough, and just thinking that it's okay for a guy or even a woman to lift their hands for you. And I don't agree with this. So today I would like to speak about being abused and what effect it could have on you or even your unborn child. I'm a young mother, and I had Amber at the age of 17 years old. Amber is my pride and joy, but what I didn't know was the stress of the relationship that I was in, the impact that it would have on my little girl. Amber has cerebral palsy, CP as one would know it, or one would name it. Has caused swelling on her brain. Her left ventricle vein has swelling, and Amber doesn't walk like you and I. She can't run like you and I. And this was all to the abuse of the relationship and the toxic relationship that I was in. My cry is to let people understand what CP is. And there are so many mothers that have kids with disabilities, and not just me, myself, but I would like Ocean View or even other communities to understand what it's like going through the things you have to face in this so very, very, very cruel world today that we live in. Having a child with a disability is so hard. It's not as easy as it might seem. There's so many things you have to consider having a child with a disability. You have to consider which school that child should go to, and even have to consider the fact, should the child be able to go to a normal mainstream school or not. With me, it was so difficult. It started with all the daycares in our community. Because Amber couldn't walk like you and I, she had to go from one daycare to the other. And when she started going to school, she faced so much abuse physically and emotionally. She's even had a child tell her that she should be expelled because of the way she walked. How do I feel, or how do I retaliate as a mother when my child comes home crying and telling me, "Mommy, I think I've been abused"? So I'm in a current situation which I'm sure many other parents are in. I would like some advice on where do I go to, what do I do to help my child. Amber's feet grow inward, they don't grow like ours, because that is the way she would basically help herself to balance. So Amber's asked me, "Mommy, would I ever be able to walk like you do?" And with tears in my eyes, I've had to tell her, "Amber, no, you will never be able to walk like me or anybody else. But what could be done is you could be helped to walk a little better and make your situation better than what you are in now." I would like to help my daughter, but because I'm unemployed and my daughter needs so much assistance at home, I would just like any advice on what surgeries could be done, how much the surgeries would cost. Any advice. I'm not asking for handouts. I'm just asking if there's anybody out there that would be able to tell me where to go, what to do, how I would be able to raise money to help me help my child. And I'm sure many other mothers are seeking the same advice. So I've been doing some research on Amber's condition and many other disabilities, and I've thought to myself that me just not doing anything about it won't get us anywhere. And I would just really like to help Amber, and I just feel that whatever help or however long it takes for me to help her, at least I went that extra mile. Because what I do believe in, however long it takes, at the end of the day, we all will get there at the end of the day.
Now, and I'm 11 years old. I got CP, which is a thing that infects my balance, my walking, and my brain tells me to walk like this. And when I was in my mommy's stomach, something bad happened to me, and even though I tried to play sports, even though I enjoy playing sports, I try to enjoy life.